Hello and welcome to another guide video on how to farm an Ultimate Descendant in the first Descendant. Today we are tackling the hardest one in my opinion, Ultimate Gley. Now, before you even attempt this, my recommendation is finish the campaign, have Enzo unlocked, and also have a buffed up weapon like the Thunder Cage or something, because that will help you clear enemies much faster. Also, I would say try another ultimate first, Ultimate Bunny. I've already made a guide. You can have a look. I think that would be the first one you should approach because having Ultimate Bunny will also make farming easier because of the speed. You can also try Ultimate Valby, who I think is probably the easiest overall to farm. And the others also not too bad. Now, the reason why Ultimate Gley is the hardest in my opinion is because all the blueprints, they have a 6% drop rate from the various amorphous materials. With the other descendants, they vary. So Ultimate Bunny, something could be at 6%, something could be at 10%, something at 20%. Similarly for the others, so you can pick and choose the ones with the higher probability and farm those over and over, and they tend to drop faster as well. With her, everything is at 6%. So good thing and bad thing. Bad because obviously load percentages, you'll have to do things over and over, and good because you can target one specific boss or outpost and just do that over and over without having to deal with harder challenges. So I'll go over the whole thing and I'll give you my tips. So as I did with the bunny video, I'll try and go over each item, but I'll try and do it faster and also give you some tips and my experiences. So first, let's begin with Ultimate Gley Enhancers. So 4 parts to this. If you've played and finished the game, you should probably already have the blue stuff, but I'll still go over it very quickly. So first we have Metal Accelerant. This is available in Sterile Land. Okay, we are in Sterile Land. Press your tab. You'll see the sort of diamond symbol. This will be the munition boxes. You should also see some resource boxes. And we got superfluid. And we also have one of these here in case you needed some materials. And we got some more superfluid. We are looking for Metal Accelerant. So all these maps tend to have, we got Metal Accelerant over there. So yeah, you'll get plenty quite easily. Just break these boxes, more Metal Accelerant, you know the drill. Next we have Hardener. Once again, anywhere on Vespers and you'll be able to get Hardeners in the boxes or the resources. So we are on Vespers. We got some Hardener in this box. Let's see if we get some more in here. Semi-permanent. So on this map you have 2 items, semi-permanent, plasma and hardeners. There should be plenty of boxes and stuff here. Oh, that's another one of these. See how easy it is to find now when you don't really need it. All right, now on to our first slightly difficult. In fact, I should say this is easy. The rest of it is very easy. So thermal metallic foil. This is available on Echo Swamp. If you have Enzo, great, because it will make your life a lot easier. You'll get more and they're easier to unlock. Now, if you need the codes to the code breakers and code analyzers, my recommendation is to go on to Rockfall on the Sterile Land and this anticipated ambush mission. Very quick mission, take bunny, run over this multiple times, 15-20 minutes, you'll have plenty. If you go on the normal difficulty, you'll get analyzers. On the hard difficulty, you will get breakers. Okay, we are on Echo Swamp, Enzo equipped, audio enabled. Let's have a quick look, see if we can find a few really quickly. There's one place here near the chapel where the chapel mission is. We should be able to find at least one near there. We heard a ping. I think it's very close here. Sounds very close. Yeah, it's in here. Yeah. So this is the Ultra Precision Codebreaker, the hardest one. If you try this with another Descendant, non-Enzo, this might be very difficult to do, but with Enzo, this becomes quite easy. This will give you a lot as well.
Too easy.
Oops. Yeah, left click, right click. And we got 12 of these thermal metallic foils and 73 Kuiper shards. So that is the bonus of having Enzo. Now on to our first difficult part, the Ultimate Gley Enhanced Cells. So let's have a quick look at the options here. So we have Hard Pyromaniac boss fight. We have Abyssal Void Fusion Reactor Fortress Defense Line and Abyssal Void Fusion Reactor Sterile Land Rockfall Zone. So I'm trying to remember because this was the first item I got. I think I got it from this one. So this is pattern 122. So this one here, this is the famous Valby farm that we were doing before it got nerfed. So it is that boss. If you are not leveled up enough, this boss might feel a little difficult. But if you have finished the campaign and you have a few descendants unlocked, this guy shouldn't be too difficult. Now, once you have the material 122, this is also not a bonus material, so you don't need Sharon for this one. It has a 25% drop rate. I'll just go and show you how to do this really quickly. So you'll get pattern 122 from here. Then you can go and fight this boss over here. Boss is a little spongy, but he's out in the open. There's usually people around. And if you need the polymer and void shard, you can go here with VSR. So usually these things are close by. Right, he's almost down. Okay, he's down. Let's see if we get the material. No, we don't get the material, but I think I have some. So the boss is just around here, the one where you have to go to the reactor. It's just this one over here. This guy is kind of spongy. And the problem with these fights is there is no ammo or something nearby. So these guys will basically, kill you, and then you'll have to die to get some ammo back. Okay, I had to die a couple of times so that I could get some ammo, and yeah, finally got the guy. Yeah, he's kind of spongy even now. I should have used my ultimate money because I had put a catalyst on her, so she wasn't that strong. So let's see what we get. So this is the one, and we need pattern 122. I had one left from before. 123 also has ultimate bunny. So if you are doing it with Sharon, you'll get a chance at this, I suppose. So yeah, let's see. This is the one where you need the ultimate Gley enhancers. I would be really amazed if I get it because these things are not that common. We got Afterglow Sword Polymers Cynthium Blueprint. Great. I don't know if I have this, but yeah. So this is how you do the boss. And like I said, you do the mission here. If you need shards, go here, and then you do the boss here. The annoying thing with these missions with the shards, as you can see, I've already run out of it. You need like 40 or something, 36, 39 each. And so I kind of avoid doing this one. All right, now on to our second part. We have the ultimate Gley stabilizer. So first up, easy part, we need carbon crystal anywhere on Hagios. But I like to normally go on the right here because there's also sometimes a chance of a vault spawning here. It's usually around here somewhere. And there's also these echoes if you want to listen to those. But yeah, you'll have a box here. Carbon crystal. So yeah, this one is a little sparse, this map. But yeah, there are plenty of places. It won't take you too long. Just go around, have a look. You'll find the carbon crystals. Next, we need reverse charging coil. And this one is available on Fortress. I like to spawn here because there's usually a couple of boxes around. There's one right here. We got Hellion this time. But yeah, it's either Hellion or reverse charging coil. There's usually some BSs farming this shard as well. And there's usually one or two boxes here. So let's see if we get reverse charging coil. Hellion again. Reverse charging coil. There are quite a lot of boxes here. You can see one up here, one here. No Hellion. Let's see if this one has reverse charging coil. Yeah, they tend to sort of alternate. Sometimes you'll find it. Reverse charging coil in this. So yeah, very easy once again. Now on to the cooling metallic foil. So once again, we need to bring out Enzo for this one, and we have to go to White Knight Gulch and find some encrypted storage boxes. All right, so we are on White Knight Gulch. Now I like to go to this area, the mountaintops, because this hatchery area is annoying as hell. Observatory is okay. Shipment base is okay as well, but there's usually a lot of people doing missions. So I find this one to be the best to farm, and especially if you go around here, there's like 2 or 3 that you can get easily. So Enzo, audio, and hopefully you have enough code breakers and analyzers. I think I'm on the normal difficulty, so I'll need some analyzers. Now up here, if you see, there's usually one that spawns here as well, but you can see the thingy over here. There's one behind this rock. Let's have a look. No ping, so I don't think we have one. I've only, I think, ever found this like once. It's usually sitting here. I tend to find more towards that side. Looping sound. Okay. This is also something I've rarely found. There's usually nothing here, but it seems we are in luck this time. Another precision. This is only like the second time I've seen this.
Still a piece of cake.
Let's see if it is a piece of cake. Right click, right click, right click. Alright, 14 of these. Now, you see that cave over there often tends to spawn over there, and here as well, right on the corner, there is also another spot where it tends to spawn. You see that thing going? You can take that and just go up there. You might find one up there. So these are like the convenient locations I tend to come here. Alright, on to our second Gley blueprint. This is the stabilizer. And once again, we have 3 options. We have the hard devourer fight, where you can get the pattern from sepulcher, and then we also have the obstructor fight, where you need to go to Mystery's End, this mission, and try to get that. And the third option is the Abyssal Void Fusion Reactor, Mirage Stone, this one here. Now, at this point, because I've been doing this for a while, I don't actually remember which one I got it from. So this one is fairly easy. The mission Agna Desert from the outpost, you can farm this over and over and get the thing. And the boss is also not difficult, this one. So I'll just go on the map and show you. All right, so we are in the Agna Desert, and I have teleported to here, just near this Mirage Stone thing. And this area is kind of busy and popular, so you'll often find people here. So that's why I would recommend this. Normally, I would say go for the void bosses when you're trying to open the reactors. But here, things are convenient. This is not too hard. So basically, you go here to get the 92 amorphous material. You go to this boss. Somebody's already fighting, as you can see. In fact, let me just quickly show everything. So this boss is also not as hard as the previous one that I showed you. Plus, you also have the void shard farm here. So this outpost at the end, this is where you need to go to get the pattern 92, and also you don't need Sharon because this is the normal one. So you can go. Should I help him out? Yes, let's go here. Okay, no, it's not over here. So yeah, just get rid of this boss, break these things. Yeah, I usually find a lot of people nearby, so this one isn't particularly difficult. So the boss comes here. Get him quickly if you can. Now what I would say is do this mission until you have like 5 or 10 of these. Maybe 10 might be too many. Let's see if we got anything. Nothing. So yeah, you'll have to do it a few times because the drop rates are not 100%, but they take a minute, and you can see how quickly you can do that. Now, once you have the 92 amorphous material, you just need to go and fight the boss. So somebody was fighting it. Let's hope they're still there. That will make my life easier. This boss isn't particularly difficult. But the thing with these bosses is you run out of. So yeah, somebody's fighting. Hopefully I have enough shards or something. Okay, that's it. Very easy. Where is the thingy? Over here. Would be amazing if I got another piece, because these things are not easy to drop. So let's see if we have 92. We have 92. So again, 6% here. We also have Jaber code here, Clairvoyance Nano. So yeah, hopefully something useful. I mean, I don't mind getting more of these. Clairvoyance Nano Tube Blueprint. All right. Good thing I already had the thing. So yeah, so everything nearby. Farm this mission a few times, at least 5 times, I would say. Get enough shards from here and do this boss. This boss isn't too bad. All right, now on to our third item, the Ultimate Gley Spiral Catalyst. So once again, the easy stuff. First, we have Monmolecular Extractor. This is in the Agna Desert. Couple of boxes. Let's have a look. Monmolecular Extractor. So that's what we need, and that's what we get. So yeah, Agna Desert. Just go around, and hopefully you'll find it in a few minutes. Next is Ceramic Composite. White Knight Gulch for this one. So we are back to my favorite spot, the mountain tops. Let's look for boxes. This one out here. Phylacterite. So yeah, 2 items per map. So this is the other item, the one we don't need. And there is the ceramic composite. So yeah, you'll find it quite easily here. It's not like the HU's outpost where things are a little limited. Yeah, more of these. So yeah, pretty easy. All right, now on to our third rare item. This is the common carbon activator, and this one is available from a mission monster. So it's either the Sepulture mission on Vespers or the Shelter mission. So it's usually the guy with the yellow health bar. So I'll quickly run and show you the boss. So yeah, so here we are on the Vespers map. This is the mission. I'll skip to the part where we kill the monster. Also, you can do this in private, and then as soon as you get the item, you can skip. You don't need to finish the mission if you don't want to. So do it in private so you don't ruin other people's missions. So this is the boss, and we got common carbon activator. So yeah, I was on the normal difficulty, so it was a bit too easy. So now you can leave. Once you get that, you just repeat it a few times. I think you might get a little more on the hard difficulty. All right, so on to our third blueprint. This is the Ultimate Gley Spiral Catalyst blueprint. So once again, we have 3 different places where we can get it. I tried all 3 of them. This one, White Knight Gulch, this is in the hatchery area. I don't like this area because you have to come up here. There's one for farming void shards with Blair or Lepig. Then this one is easy, the outpost. But in order to get here, you have to go through that hatchery area, and then over here, the boss is also very spongy. So I tried it a couple of times, but yeah, I did not like this one. So I would not recommend this one. If you want, you can do it. If you have like a leveled up Lepig or something, you can farm these shards very easily. What I did was I went with the Swamp Walker, because despite the Swamp Walker being a harder fight, it's actually not that difficult. You don't have any unnecessary mechanics. You shoot the Swamp Walker, shoot the knees, and that's it. Really not too bad. So in order to get this, you have to go into Agna Desert and do the Caligo Ossuary mission. So I'll show you here. If you are in Albion, just go here. Hard Agna Desert, Caligo Ossuary. So this is pattern 96. You can see Ultimate Gley code. You also have Ajax code, normal Ajax, and a few of the others. So do this one, and hopefully you'll get 1 or 2. If you can do it solo, you can add a few things to get the score up, and you'll get a couple from here. Let me see if I have any. Otherwise, I'll run this quickly and try to get one. All right, so we're about to just finish. In fact, we just finished the boss here in Caligo Ossuary, and we got 1 pattern 96. So it took us a little time, 11 minutes. So this is the thing that you have to consider. With this one, you are guaranteed at least 1. With the outpost missions, you may have to do it a few times. So more or less, it might take you around the same time, but it depends on the boss fight that you want afterwards, whether you want the reactor fight or you want the void fight. I'll show you the other one as well. Now, once you have the pattern 96, you can go to Swamp Walker and do the mission. And again, I won't show you because it's fairly straightforward. Just make sure you have toxin resistance, do electricity damage, and then once it goes into its phase, you shoot the knees, etc., and you get the reactor to open the part. So the other option is on Vespers, and the outpost is fairly easy here. But what you have to do is go up here, and this part, this is rather annoying because you run out of shards. The boss is super annoying as well. So I'll just quickly give you a tip that I found, because I've done this mission a lot for Bunny as well, Ultimate Bunny, and for Gley as well, and my conclusion is it's just too annoying. So if you have Sharon, you can hack this outpost. Plus this area you will also find a lot of Lepics and Blairs doing the void farm as well. If you don't mind doing the void farming, then you can go for it. You can see, as I just said, there'll always be some of these guys doing it. I just hate the void farming mission, so I'd rather do a boss like a Swamp Walker or something. So yeah, this one here, if you hack this, you'll get pattern 72. And then for the boss, you go right at the end. Now this one is really annoying. This boss is very spongy. He shoots at you quite a lot, like his fire thing doesn't stop. And you are right at the end of the map here with no ammo, nothing to do. So what I found, like a cheesy solution to this, I wish I had enough shards to demonstrate it properly. But basically, you start the mission. Okay, you shoot the boss a couple of times and then just run. Drag him, because these reactor bosses, you can actually drag them. And you go up here. And you can basically cheese him a little if you come up here and stand right behind this one. He'll come slowly. If you have a sniper, you just take pot shots at him from range. And then when he comes up close, he kind of gets stuck on this rock. And he doesn't even shoot back sometimes. Sometimes he'll go back a bit, sometimes he'll go. And then you can just take cover and just melt him quietly. And once you run out of ammo, you go forward, die, get the ammo back, attempt again. Once he goes into his immunity phase, he'll go back up there. So you may have to drag him back here again. Also, a couple of these Lepics fighting, they might come and join you as well. So I've found some success doing this because you run out of ammo very quickly and there's nothing here. It's right up in the corner of the map. So it's kind of tricky, but yeah. Also, there's one of those vaults that sometimes spawn here, so you may find that here as well. So my recommendation is go with the Caligo, Ossuary, and Swamp Walker, but you can also do this method because everything is close by. You can see the outpost over there, then you have the Lepic farm over there, the Void farm, and then the boss over here, whichever you prefer. And now on to our final piece, the Ultimate Gley code. Now I have some special advice for this one because this is the part where my luck ran out completely. I must have done this at least 50, 60 times before I finally got it. And I did all the methods, I think a couple of methods. So basically what you have is the hard executioner fight, you have the hard dead bride fight. These two are the same because this is the old material, they have new ones. And then the Molten Fortress and Gluttony. I skipped these two because these are too hard to do alone, especially with the randoms. And Molten Fortress I have completed, but these ones have different mechanics that you have to learn to fight the boss. Just skip these two. Your options are these two. I've done both of these several times. This one I've done probably 50 times. This one again 20, 25 times minimum. So this one, what you have to do is Kingston, Hard, Slumberware. You can see I still have 5 remaining. And the advice I have for you is to approach this as a more of a routine and don't just full send it. Otherwise, you'll go crazy if you run out of luck. In fact, any of these, what I would say is when you start the day, start the mission and run the mission a few times, 5, 6 times, 10 times if you want, and then do the boss as many times as you have the materials. And once you're done, do something else. Don't go crazy because I did this like 5, 6 times every day and it took me over a week just to get the code. So let's go back to Albion and I'll show you. So over here in Albion, come up here, go to hard, go to Kingston Slumber Valley, and this is the pattern 58. So what I do is, what I was doing was basically every day I would start and run this mission 5-6 times. Sometimes you get two, sometimes you get one. I've done this so many times, I'm sick of this. If I have a recording, I'll show it to you. But you know the one with Greg, where you meet Greg for the first time. Fairly easy mission, takes me around 8 or 9 minutes roughly, depending on the random people I get. So you'll get one or two at a time. And then once you have that, you go and deal with the executioner boss, who is the first of the hard bosses. So overall, this is for me the easiest. So that's why I went with Slumber Valley. Do that 5-6 times, then come here, do this 5-6 times. If you don't get it, move on to something else. Farm some energy activators, farm some catalysts, or farm another ultimate gun, or go for another descendant or something, because otherwise you'll get really annoyed. So for me, the first two items were a little easier. These two. So for me, these two, enhanced cells and Gley stabilizer, they drop fairly quickly. With Gley spiral catalyst, I tried a couple of the other methods. Both of them eventually got it. It wasn't too bad, but still took me a few days. And this one, I think it took me well over a week of doing this again and again. And I realized early on that if I just keep full sending, it'll just drive me nuts. So at a time, I would say 5 to 10 of these amorphous materials. Get those, then do the boss. If you go for like 20 or 30 at a time, and if you get it on your first attempt, then it'll be really annoying. You'll waste a lot of time. So 5 to 10 at a time, do that, do the boss. If you don't get it, do something else, come back, do the 5-10 again. You can see I still have 5 remaining, because the last time I did this, I did it 6 times. I had 6 materials, then went to the boss and I got it on the first attempt. So that's how you get Ultimate Gley. Overall, I would say very hard, but if you approach it with a more casual grind, then it won't feel too bad. Like, do it along with other things. Don't just focus purely on this. Maybe just get all these items out of the way first. Craft whatever you get. Like, don't full send it, because that could drive you insane. Because of the 6% drop rates, you might struggle. So like I said, these two I got very quickly, like 4th attempt, 6th attempt, something like that. This one took a while, like 20-25 attempts, and then this one probably well over 50 attempts. Like, I can't even count properly, because I've seen so many of those Coil stabilizers that also dropped. Like, it's just crazy how many of those I have. Let me see. So if you see here, you'll see the Coil stabilizers. Look at this. 18 of these. These drop from the same pattern 58. And also there's this gun that also drops. I think I have an insane number of those as well. This one here, piercing light nanotube. Look at that. I have 17 of those and 18 of that guy. So that is 35 on its own. Plus you also get things like the crystallization catalyst. I have 45, although I did get it from different things, but quite a lot of these as well. So I must have comfortably gone over 50-60 times. So yeah, main point here is not to go crazy, just do it a little by little. So hopefully this was useful. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I did not drag this video too long. And yeah, good luck with your grind, and hopefully you get Ultimate Gley much faster than I did.